Hey guys, so in this video we're going to teach you how we manifested multiple massive healing miracles
and how you can do it too.
Yeah, and you can do it from anywhere. And you might be looking at us right now and thinking, Volcanoes, why are you wearing matching Disney onesies? And we'll tell you why in a second. So if you're intrigued,
it's a really great story coming here.
If you're confused, watch this video, okay? So, as you can probably guess, we're fans of Disneyland. It's true. And we're really sad we haven't been able to go because right now we're kind of right in the middle of the COVID pandemic and we don't know when it's going to reopen.
Don't know if you've heard of that COVID thing.
However, we still love Disney, and these are some of the reasons why. So a couple years ago, we were on our way to Disney because it's just somewhere we love to go. It makes us feel magical. We have fun. We feel like little kids. We had been doing a lot of research around group meditation, prayer, manifestation, law of attraction, neuroscience, all that kind of stuff. And I had come across this book called The Power of Eight by Lynn McTaggart. And within this book, she talks about the mind producing the expectation of change. And this is how miracles happen. This is how group prayer happens, is that the mind has to have this expectation of change. And the way that you create the expectation of change within your mind is, surprisingly, through external things. Rituals, ceremonies, pageantry, lights, costumes, smoke, beads, incense, prayers, chanting,
circumstance, all the things that go into ceremonies and rituals. The more fantastical it is,
the more your mind feels
bells and whistles and feathers and smoke,
the more your mind will believe that a miracle is possible or that change is possible, right? So think about what that might mean to you. It might mean going to church. It might mean, even going into a surgery could be considered ceremonial, where you think, yes, when I go in, they're gonna fix me, right? And you believe it because they were all wearing these blue suits and, you go onto the table.
And in fact, there's things called placebo surgeries where they just go in and you go through the whole ceremony of surgery, not eating the night before, getting into your blue suit, getting put under, getting cut open, and then so doctors actually cut people open, sew them back together without doing anything, and they heal. This is actually a scientifically documented thing.
You can Google this.
Because the mind has an expectation of healing from all of those things that you go through to prepare your mind for transformation.
Exactly. And so what Lynn McTaggart, she actually sought out to prove that group prayer and group meditation had no effect whatsoever on the people it was intended for. And the evidence that she found was really to the opposite of that. She actually found that it had an effect on the things it was intended for in so many different ways, and you can read about it in the book if you want to. But what she really discovered, why it's called The Power of Eight, is because she realized you didn't need a huge group of people all focusing on the same intention. You really only needed a small group of 8 focusing on the same intention to create massive results. And so
Rosie's reading this book to me as we're driving into the gates of Disneyland.
Because I read nerdy books out loud in the car. That's what I like to do.
I'm driving, she's reading, and I'm realizing, oh my gosh, honey, Disneyland is ceremony. The night before, we pack our outfits, we plan all the rides that we're gonna go on, we pack our food. As we're driving in, we put on our Disney playlist, we start dancing and singing, and we get into this, for multiple days, we're getting into this high elation state and expectation that we are going to have so much fun. So much fun, and that anything could happen while we're at Disneyland.
And while you're at Disneyland, you really don't have to think of any of the problems in your everyday life or in the world or anything. It's a total escape into pure magic, pure fantasy, pure love, pure fun.
You're losing the critical part of your brain because you're leaving your life behind.
And everything inside of Disneyland, from the moment you walk in the gates, is set up to help you believe in magic, to help you believe that magic is real and anything is possible and that you can achieve whatever it is you put your mind to. Literally, everything is within there to help you believe that. The people that work there, the way that they speak to you, the lights, the beautiful lights, the music, the smells, the food, just
the parades,
the rides, everything there, the entire experience is created to help you believe in magic. And so what better place to test this theory that we're reading about in this book than at Disneyland?
So I say to Rosie, wait a minute. So if we are entering Disneyland right now and it has the same elements of ceremony, why don't we create a group with just the two of us, a group miracle on a ride?
Well, and actually it didn't really start with miracles. It started with manifesting money, and it worked. We went on a ride, and on the moment of the ride where it really felt like, wow, we're totally like in this ride. It's fantasy. It's exciting. We closed our eyes. We visualized it. We lost that sense of self. We visualized getting a new client when we got off the ride. That's what we were both visualizing. I think it was like a $5,000 client, right?
Yeah, so we realized, the elements of losing yourself, being in total joy, being in total expectation, getting rid of that judgmental part of your brain, being in a state of pure joy. The moment you're there, you make a wish, and we're like, let's see what happens.
Yeah,
let's try this.
So we did it, and the second we got off the ride, it was about 15 seconds later,
Ching on our phone.
We open up the phone, boom, there's a $5,000 client. Okay, well that was weird. Let's try this again.
So then we decided, let's create a generous miracle for
one of our
clients. Let's hope that let's visualize any of our clients getting a client.
Because we were teaching coaches how to be coaches, we still do that. And so we were visualizing one of our clients getting her client that she wanted. And so we go on another ride and we visualize her receiving that money and getting the client. And we're like, okay, who knows what's going to happen? But a few minutes later,
cha-ching,
ding.
Oh, Space Mountain works on Space Mountain too.
Okay, well this is getting interesting. And so we wish for a couple more things where, things are coming through. It feels like it's happening, but we're like, okay, this is crazy. We need to try this with a bigger group of people. And so a few months later, after one of our events, we brought a group of, I think, 16 people with us to Disneyland. And now we've done it in other places besides Disneyland, but we'll get to that in a minute. What ended up happening was we asked the group who needs a miracle. And someone came forward and said that her cousin had stage 3 pancreatic cancer. And we thought,
I think it was stage 4.
Stage 4. And we were like,
oh,
that feels like a lot of responsibility, but okay, let's give it a try. But like, no attachment to the outcome.
No attachment to the outcome.
It might not work,
have
but
fun.
Yeah, let's just have fun and try this. And so we took 16 people in Disneyland. We created this massive expectation of change and miracles and magic, and we got them all into the mindset,
and we
all
were
into state.
Chanting and yelling and screaming.
Yelling his name.
Happy, healthy, healed. Happy, healthy, healed.
We're visualizing it. And, we just let go of it. We tried not to think about it after that. And about 6 weeks later, she came to our house and she said, guess what? My cousin has healed his cancer. Stage 4, pancreatic cancer. That's like something you don't heal. Is gone. The doctors are flabbergasted. They don't know what to think. And, in the meantime, we had also gone and we had created other miracles for people that came true as well.
Brain cancer, calcified, people who were homeless getting 6-figure jobs overnight, chronic back pain, healed.
Someone who was trying to get pregnant asked for us to visualize her being pregnant, and pretty shortly afterwards, about a week later, she got a positive pregnancy test.
So it was just over and over and over and over every single thing we've asked for. Almost, or
I kid you not,
has happened.
No, I think it's like 90%. And so we've gone a few times now with the big groups, and we've also done it in some other places as well. We've done it on a boardwalk roller coaster. We've done it in a Korean spa. We've done it in a giant like circular float tank with a bunch of people in Berlin. So we've tested this out in many different ways, and we're about to tell you how to do this yourself.
Because not everybody, actually, I don't know if anyone can go to Disneyland right now. So what if you can't get to Disneyland?
For a long time.
What if you can't get to one of these events with us where we take everyone to Disneyland and we create group miracles? Here's how you do it, even by yourself.
So there's a few different elements that need to be in place for this to happen. So number 1, you have to have the expectation of change. Number 2, you have to get to a place where you can totally lose your critical faculty. That means you totally lose that conscious mind, that rational mind that tries to tell you this is stupid, it's not going to work. You have to get to a place where you can lose that. So what does that mean? What does that look like?
That's like getting either into flow state or getting into, have you ever been to than dancing. You dance so hard that you lose track of time. You lose track of your self-consciousness. You lose track of your insecurities. You lose track of any worries, and you're just so in the moment.
I would even say like a runner's high, a yoga high, or going into a really deep meditative state. So if you know how to go deep within your meditation practice, you can get to that place where you're kind of like between your consciousness and your unconsciousness. That's where you want to be. So you could do it through dancing, you could do it through meditation, you could do it through yoga, you could do it through even sex can take you to that place. So do what you need to do to get into that zone. And literally when you get to that moment where you feel like anything is possible, I'm releasing my conscious mind, I'm here, that's when you make the wish. You visualize it with all of your energy, you hold it in your heart, you feel it as though it is already happening. And it could be for you, it could be for somebody else. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's usually more powerful if you do it for somebody else, but it works for yourself too. You just hold it, you visualize it, you see it.
With so much joy and so much deep connection to the universe and your unlimited, totally expansive self. Snap it into your conscious mind and your unconscious mind. Just make it be your whole being. Launch this visualization, this feeling out into the universe, and then let go.
Let it go. Totally
let it go.
And then just see what happens. So this might sound totally insane to you right now, and that's okay.
Because we are totally insane.
Yep. But guess what? We live a pretty awesome life, and we love sharing our magical adventure with as many people as possible. So if this resonates with you, please go give it a try. Let us know how it works. Leave a comment on this video and subscribe to our channel for more crazy shit like this.
And also, if you know anybody who is hustling for their manifestation game and they have lost the fun and the magic and the play of manifesting and the law of attraction, please send them this video, because everybody needs to know that creating the life of your dreams is actually supposed to be fun.
Ding dong! Thanks for watching.